What's cracking, peeps? Your boy T Money up in the Heezy. Happy Wednesday evening. It's going to be a quick little update. I have two packages to unbox and share with you guys. One of which I'm really excited about. Scream Factory release, special edition, finally getting my hands on it. It was really weird. Yesterday it was out for delivery and our UPS store literally just did not get any mail, and the USPS claimed that, not that this matters, but that there was no mail, and it's the holiday season, so it's obviously bullshit because all the while this said out for delivery. So technically I should have gotten it yesterday after a series of delays from Scream Factory. Now finally today, Wednesday, December 19th, I finally have it in my hand, and I'm really excited for this. It's a movie that I love. I hate it, but I love it. I mean, what am I saying? It's not a good movie, but I love it. I've always enjoyed the hell out of it. So anyways, we'll get into that last though. First up, I have a small package from somewhere overseas, I believe. Maybe, let's just see. I'm not sure. Umbrella, maybe? No, it's not Umbrella. Nice. Beautiful though. So here we have the VHS. I'm wondering where this came from, to be honest with you guys. Super dope. VHS edition of Fright Night, but it's not VHS. It's just VHS packaging from Eureka. Super rad. So, yeah, awesome. A little dinged up from travel, but not too bad. What the heck. We'll open it up. Love this movie, Fright Night. I mean, come on. Who doesn't? I was actually lucky enough to see this movie last year at, or the year before last, 2 years ago, at Cinema Salem in Salem, Mass. And the dude, William Ragsdale, was actually, I wish it was Chris Sarandon, but William Ragsdale was actually in the audience watching the movie, and that was cool. He did a little Q&A. But what I like about the material of this Eureka VHS boxes, it's very similar to the Eureka like slipcover material. That's hard to describe, but it's a nice high quality slip, but when you open it, it is kind of just your standard flimsy VHS quality, I guess. But here we go. We have the Fright Night tape. This is really, really nice. And then you've got, obviously, so this is like very popular now. This is like the in thing, these VHS. But for me, it's cool because I'm not a VHS collector, so if a company's going to come out with a throwback edition to the 80s or whatever, the VHS era, I would actually rather it be something like this, where it's a Blu-ray DVD combo pack in VHS packaging. That's cool. I'm just glad that not everybody's coming out with like the revival of the VHS isn't really happening, because that would make things difficult for me. So this is kind of weird, to be honest. I don't want to crease this. I'm trying to figure out how to open it. But yeah, so it looks like it's just, you got to be gentle, because if you pull this too hard, you're going to crease this cardboard, because it's just a little bit thicker than your average like material here. It's probably like the width of two of these combined. So if you were to imagine that together, like that thick. Inside we have very strange packaging. It's kind of like a little swing tray, but it's like cheap. It's not plastic. It's cheaper than plastic. It's a cardboard swing tray. And it houses the Fright Night Blu-ray disc. Honestly, I kind of would have preferred if Eureka just released Fright Night in like one of their nice slipcover editions. That's my own personal preference, but I'm a big fan of the film, obviously. So you get a pretty sweet poster here. Just your theatrical cover artwork. I'm not going to open that. Well, maybe in a minute. And then here we have on the back just a little disc, and it's mounted so that doesn't swing. The only one that swings is this one, and it's kind of weird that it's cardboard, but I guess it makes sense because it's a cardboard box. But that's it, guys. You get two stills. Honestly, not an amazing release, but it is chock full of special features. Didn't Eureka put this movie out anyway on standard edition Blu-ray? I think they may have. But yeah, rad. Just like the classic Fright Night cover artwork, obviously. I'm just going to leave that in there for now. I love the smell of fresh manufactured paper and plastic. It's a good smell. But yeah, so that's basically it. You get two stills, a poster, and 2 discs on a cardboard swing tray. These are the stills, postcards. It's kind of cool, I guess. I'll never use them because I like to just keep everything nice and collector friendly. Just trying to see how this, I don't want to ruin the poster in the future. How I close this. Yeah, it should be fine. So you just kind of close it like that, like a hot dog sandwich roll type deal, I guess. And then on the back of this, so you slip this back in here like so. And you have your Fright Night VHS Blu-ray DVD combo edition. VHS packaging, Blu-ray DVD combo. Chock full of special features, 4K digital restoration, English subtitles, You're So Cool, Brewster, 146-minute version of the 2016 documentary. Created exclusively for this release. That's cool. Blu-ray only exclusive extras. 3 new video pieces. What is Fright Night? Tom Holland, Writing Horror, and Roddy McDowell. From Apes to Bats. Fear Fest 2008 reunion panel featuring Tom Holland, Chris Sarandon, Williams Ragsdale, Stephen Jeffries, and so on and so forth. Moderated by Rob Galuzzo. He's a pretty prominent name in the supplemental features industry, I think. Shock Till You Drop. Present choice cuts with Tom Holland and Ryan Chirek. 3-part video interview of the film, the full electronic press kit featuring rare on-set interviews and behind-the-scenes footage. So to make this a more thorough update, it'd be, maybe next time I'll do a compare and contrast the regular Fright Night edition of the film compared to this to see if there's anything extra or exclusive to this. Because I'm not sure when they say Blu-ray only exclusive extras, does that mean to this release or does that mean just to the Blu-ray in this release? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of those are going to be ported over from their standard release, but I could be wrong. You never know. All right, and last but certainly not least, we have the Scream Factory special edition release of one of my, well, not my favorite, but I do enjoy this movie. It's probably one of my favorite Texas Chainsaw Massacre releases. I just spoiled it for you, but that's okay. So we have here, finally, nice collector's edition. Who would have thought a movie like this could get a collector's edition? I mean, when MGM released this on DVD, it was like a, shitty little standard. I mean, that's what it deserves, is a shitty release, but because it's a shitty film. But no, I'm not complaining one bit. I'm super happy that they did it, the treatment for this. So you get a poster, obviously. I'm gonna mark that Texas Chainsaw 4 because I get things mixed up here. GT Chainsaw 4 poster, radical, and then we have the release. And yeah, so this movie, I have a weird, what's the word? I want to say affinity. That's the wrong word. I like this movie. It's shitty, but I enjoy it. I've always enjoyed it. I always love the performances by Renee Zellweger and Matthew McConaughey are amazing, but also the woman in this movie that's kind of like the, I don't know, she's the wife of one of the fucked up dudes in that Sawyer household or whatever. I don't know if there's Sawyers in this. They gotta be. But the one who flashes the chick, she's got like those big sexy tits. I don't know why that scene always just really stood out to me. Probably because it's a decently looking chick flashing her tits. But yeah, that's why I like this movie, because there's a nudie scene. No, I just love it. It's like really weird. And it kind of came at a time when, well, first of all, the beginning of Renee Zellweger and Matthew McConaughey's careers, basically. So they weren't really discovered. So I feel like obviously, because like nowadays they would never do a movie like this. So we just got a cool up and coming cast for this movie, and I feel like they just gave it a really good like dynamic and flavor, especially with Matthew McConaughey's performance as that like nut job. I forget his name in the movie, but I always just loved it. It's very like spontaneous, and I don't know. I enjoy it, but it's fun. I mean, I don't know. This movie gets shit on a lot, but to me, it's just like a fun Texas Chainsaw. The whole alien thing, I guess, kind of gets really weird at the end of the movie. Not really sure what they were aiming for with that, but other than that, I think it's pretty fun. But anyways, you get the newly commissioned cover artwork. You get the reversible cover artwork, which features the, I guess, the theatrical or the promotional artwork originally from the film. I don't really remember what it looked like, but yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I like the feel of this movie, like the prom, the kids getting lost, and then they get kind of like basically just taken over by the Sawyers and held hostage, and I don't know. The chick's really hot in this, the prom chick. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen it, but for special features, The Buzz is back. An interview with director of photography Levi Isaacs, whatever. Marked for Death, an interview with actor Tyler Cohn. If Looks Could Kill, an interview with special effects creator J.M. Logan. Behind the scenes footage, still gallery, theatrical trailers. Includes 2 versions of the film. Excuse me. The theatrical cut and the director's cut in standard definition. It's unfortunate that they couldn't get any of like the cast to do anything. Obviously, you've got Renee Zellweger and you've got Matthew McConaughey. They're not going to touch this with a 10-foot pole. But it would have been really fun. I don't know why, like, I don't know. I guess it's not my position to say, but, like, just go figure that, you know, Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't show up for Critters 3, or go figure Matthew McConaughey doesn't show up for The Next Generation. It's like they don't want to be seen. They're too good for this. I'm putting words in their mouth, but clearly they never show up. Like, famous actors and actresses never show up for these releases, and these are great. I mean, it's a hilarious part of their history, in my opinion. And whatever. All things aside, it's a good, fun. It's not good. It's just a fun, I guess, chapter in the Texas Chainsaw franchise. I've always really enjoyed it, like I said. For those of you who don't know about it, the synopsis is: when a helpful family invites 2 lost couples in for a good old down-home massacre, the prom night teens find themselves all dressed up with no place to escape. Featuring fast-paced fun, standout stars, and a horrific helping of the franchise's own brand of gore, the 4th Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie takes a comedic turn even more pronounced than the previous films combined. Maybe, yeah, it's very schlocky and corny, but I like it. What is it? Matthew McConaughey, who has like the robotic leg that he controls, and then he like loses. The thing goes finicky, and then there's also like the brother who plays a really out there role, kind of similar to like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. The extra characters, I guess, that they add. I don't know. It's just every Texas Chainsaw Massacre to me stands out in the Sawyer family. There's always a couple characters that are just very, what's the word? Not spontaneous, but quirky, impulsive, weird. You know, I don't know. Chainsaw 3 with the gas station dude. Chainsaw 2 with Chop Top. Chainsaw 4 with the whole fucking family. I mean, they're all crazy. It's awesome. Great. So anyways, yeah, it's good. I like it. Next Generation. Like I said, I don't really enjoy the ending, but I'm not really here to discuss my feelings on the film anyway, and I think I've done more than enough of that. So, nice release, though, Scream Factory. Only thing, in my opinion, is it would have been nice if they got some of the actors to do some sort of... well, it looks like they got one. They got Tyler Cohn, Marked for Death, an interview with actor Tyler Cohn, but would have been nice if they could get one of the 2 big ones in there. But yeah, so anyways, that's it. Cool. I'm sure this has been shown a million times. I just wanted to show you as well, do my edition of it, and yeah, let you know that I got it in. Also, guys, I have a few movies for sale. I posted them on the Cult Media Facebook group. Nobody has bitten or anything, so anybody wants Smithereens, 15 shipped. Anybody wants Charlie Warwick, 15 shipped. 16 shipped, sorry. Anybody wants another copy of Smithereens, 15 shipped. I didn't really like this, so I'm getting rid of my copy as well. Bowling for Columbine, 15 shipped. All of these are in mint condition. And last but not least, I have a sealed copy of Bloody Birthday. Although I have to make sure that this movie is not, because I did what I'm good doing. I did what I'm best at, and I ordered 2 of the same film again with this one. Big fan of this movie. I know I showed it off recently in an update, but I don't need 2 copies of this at all. I already have the Severin release as well. So I'm trying to get rid of this, but I want to make sure that the other version that I got isn't Region B locked, because if it is, then I'm going to probably sell this. But I'm pretty sure they're the same, and they're all Region. This is ABC, so if the other one I got is ABC, then whatever. They're up for grabs. If the other one is Region B locked, then I'm selling that. I'm keeping the all region for myself. But you guys let me know. Did they release this in Region B? I'm not even sure. Might just be all region. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. As always, I'll talk to you soon. Have a great night. Peace.